Jace. And, you know, the priority on the Rakan here ends up kind of leaving a lot to be desired, because it's not going to be necessarily great when you're getting outpoked and outranged in every single team fight. It's going to be hard to find those engages outside of the Galio here on the side of DRX.
Yeah, I mean, I don't mind DRX's composition as far as just a general team fighting comp, but we'll just have to see how it's played out, because I think that while, you know, the range advantage and all that stuff is here for Nongshim, it is going to take a lot more finesse to actually pull off making this work as we head towards, you know, a mid game and, you know, God forbid, a late game as well. So here we are onto the Rift for game number 1, DRX versus Nongshim Red Force. Maybe not the pick that, you know, Nongshim really wanted there towards the top side, as King is just going to hop over that wall as Peanut is going for this Rift Herald. Kyoshik is in the area, but it looks like Nongshim, they get the earlier rotation of their bottom lane when it comes to the gold, but this might help put Nongshim ahead. Dragon, and so far in the jungle, it's been a bit like that, as Rich with a really, really nice boot back with his hammer.
Rich playing baseball.
King is going to be denied. Yeah, it's good. Ooh,
Peanut's here.
Yeah, Wallop is going to go down as the spear is not going to land. Good double gnar into the wall there, but maybe the fight isn't over, as Flash does have to be utilized, and Peanut sort of best of both worlds, plus you get to build a bunch of armor against a lethality user, which feels fantastic.
I talked about this.
Seems good.
Yeah, and I talked about this a lot when we were discussing with Nar when Lar had a terrible win rate here. This is why it would be good in China, because of this.
Oh dear. Yeah, Rich is going to have to flash, as the flash from Kyoshik is going to be there, and First Blood goes over to the Nar. Like this river is going to be all that fantastic, but it is just going to be looking for this one, as in goes the Rel. Rift Scuttler is largely going to be ignored, but Peanut is able to take that one down, but the Rel's going to fall also, as now we've got Docdum launching himself around the fight, gets that S rank at a pretty decent timing, as Bao not quite able to do enough damage there to Bane. Now he's trying to run away from this one. He's behind enemy lines, and I have a feeling the Kai'Sa is not going to survive, as Docdum, he should have that dash back up pretty soon, as he doesn't, but it's still
running. I guess arguably harder.
Yeah, no, I agree. Ease of execution is definitely in DRX's favor, as now Rich is getting chased down. He's trying to put that Crossfire Gauntlet to good use, as there's the quickness. Charm lands, heroic entrance, sorry, the grand entrance going to be fantastic out of Becca. And
DRX looking for Peanut again, a little bit overextended.
Yeah, but he does have Kellen here, as Kingen now might be in trouble. There's the Magnet Storm, and Kingen just going to be taken down. It looks like they are going to try and find this team fight.
Look at Becca's flank. He's spotted. He's pushed away. This is a real test for DRX about how to engage. Like, can they actually make it happen against positional advantage here for Nongshim and all that poke damage? I mean, this is a really big test right here. This might actually be like one of those fights that decides who can fight better for the rest of this game.
Could be a big turning point, as the Drake's going down lower and lower. Becca gets in there. There's the quickness, and over the wall goes Bao very early. Kyoshik blocks down the Dragon. Heroic Entrance gets a lot of value as Peanut jumping over, but Bao's just chasing him, and he's able to lock down that kill. But then he's not in the ensuing team fight, and you can see all of the damage that Docdum is throwing out to get towards this Baron at all. It is going down. They are finally going to spot it now, as Kyoshik is in theoretical position, but just not there in time. And DRX just let it go. And
after that win for DRX, where they pushed wards on the top side of that, oh
no. Yeah, goodbye. Bay's real dead. Rich off to the side like cheerleader. Open just yet. As okay, in goes Kingen. Tries to get the stun onto Peanut, but he's going to go into that Zhonya's, as Heroic Entrance will come down, and it looks like Nongshim are going to commit. They're not going to have Becca for it, though, as Kellen getting taken down solo. Double kill now for Rich, as in goes the Samira, diving towards the back line, and Nongshim, this might just be the game.
Looks very likely. Great ace here. Insane team fight, and they were so reliant on Soka's flank there. They were hoping that he was going to come in and have a big taunt setup so that could actually turn the fight around. Again, there's just, the damage output is so high for Nongshim. They have such great range as well in their comp that you have to hard engage like that. It did not work out. Nice attempt, but wow, what a disappointing end to what could have been a much longer, more interesting game. Things slipped away from DRX very quickly.
And, yeah, Jace doing Jace things. It's much like when Lethality Varus was in the game. It's like, well, of course he did a hell of a lot of damage.
Yeah, tons of damage coming out in the shock blasts. You can see the damage output for Bay as well. I mean, when you think about a Galio's function versus a Syndra's function, the Syndra in the team
We're back after DRX versus Nongshim Force, another Casper Cup rematch, and Nongshim Force grabbed the win for game number 1. Maybe so. Rakan here in the LCK. My personal opinion on Rakan, outside of his ability, I just want to say about this game that Rakan was not the perfect pick as long as the player is gonna pilot it this way. Well, DRX had good synergy with Rakan, you know, with the engage coming from Rakan and also the follow-up from Olaf and Kaiser. Galio can also come in from the his ultimates, but we saw a different kind of storyline coming out from Nongshim Force as well. DRX was hasting too much in every team fight, and they failed to find the perfect target in every team fight. Rather, they looked quite flustered, so we want to kind of go through some of the team fights that we saw. How kind of DRX dealt with those team fights? So maybe some of the simpler champions like Nautilus could have been a better pick. And Nongshim also played this game really well. DRX focused on the play and team play based on the Galio. However, this time Nongshim was able to shut him down before he gets too fed and exert too many pressure around the map. Let's take a look at this Dragon team fight. So Rakan was looking for a target prior to this Dragon try, but he was not able to find the best spot because Reach was able to zone him out. But with the blast code, he went under the over the Dragon's Pit, but right before Peanut actually activated his Zonias, he cast his sweepers first. So as Bao flight in, he could not find any target because of that sweeper. So that was a very smart play coming out from Peanut, and he was able to kind of keep surviving with the use of his flash as well. The perfect vision play coming out from Peanut when he was getting targeted by the enemy Rakan. We can say that was a lucky one, but at the same time we can just call it that Nongshim had better control and priority in this game, so they were able to drag the opponents to come in and kind of make them be in a hasty fashion to kind of initiate a team fight. Now let's move on to the final team fight of the game. Gnar was able to zone out some of the players, but his engagement was not really on point. And let's take a look how Rel kind of turned this fight around. First off, Italy was able to survive it, the Zonias once again, and then Rel jumped in, re-engaging and utilized his stuns. A lot of the enemy's abilities were focused on Nidalee, so they were able to easily kind of turn the fight around. And Rel was the guardian of the teammates, always protecting the teammates. So really want to give props over to Nongshim Force Kellen as well. And now it's time to check out the player of the game. And it's gonna be Peanut. Nongshim had a lot of perfect team fights in this game, and Peanut was also popping off. Some of the team fight didn't start well, but we also had some of the montage highlights coming out from Peanut here. Once again, the vision play with the sweeper, so Kaisa could not find any target. So she looked pretty flustered as soon as she just went in with her ultimate, and also because they invested too much on Peanut, well, the game was very easy for actually Nongshim to turn the tide around. And this fantastic re-engage from Rel was also very pleasant as well. And the Samira was able to sweep out all the remaining opponents. Long story short, we wanna just say that this game was about the team fight ability difference, and Nongshim was playing much better team fights. DRX, because they were having a close game, maybe they can find a better strategy to close out the game in game number 2.